We back, bitches.
We ain't going nowhere, goddammit.
Go nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere. We're back in this motherfucker once again. It's the Pod MC.
What is going on, dude? What is up?
Woo! Pod MC.
We fucking back, dude.
Diddy Dirty Money. We back in the building.
We about to get banned in some countries.
Oh, yeah, 100%. They're not going to let Diddy play. We're probably going to get banned in America for letting Diddy play. Dirty ass boy.
Damn. Dude, his trial comes up. It's like May 5th or something like
that. Is that right?
Yeah. Because I listen to Kid Craddock every morning.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And
I can't stand Kelly.
You can't stand Kelly?
I can't stand. She just has
Love
negative
letters.
shit.
Love letters to Kelly.
She always has that. I'm the love expert. You know what I mean? She always has the most negative shit.
It is like, Kelly, you love it. I am.
If she's talking about black men in particular, rappers, actors, whatever, it's controversial. If it's Taylor Swift, it's like, oh, a new tour for Taylor Swift coming up next on the Love Letters to Kelly, whatever the fuck, or the top five. She does the top five.
Yeah, top five.
Like news story, whatever. Like she's just biased, red-headed, strawberry fucking broad. I can't stand her. She's really nice,
but. No, yeah, they said that it's coming up here pretty soon. It's like in the May something.
It does.
I wonder if they're gonna show it on TV because that's a big one.
I hope so.
Like this,
that'd be fire if it was like the OJ trial where it's just on. Everybody's syndicated everywhere.
I mean, as big as he was and everything like that, and how big they're making this trial,
huge. They've already got like a Hulu documentary, don't they? Have like Surviving Diddy already on Hulu or Netflix or one of those. Like
still more people coming out and everything like that, saying that they were done this. Some dude said, I was reading a deal on Yahoo the other day, and I mean, you can't believe everything you read on Yahoo, of course.
I've been prone to believe everything I read on Yahoo. I've gotten bad. I used to fuck with you about reading headlines and believing it, and now I'm like, did you see this? Diddy apparently he's gay. I'm bad about it.
You gotta read it if it says ad. Make sure you don't click on it.
That too.
But this one didn't, and it was a dude saying that he was assaulted and everything like that they made him put a dick mask on his face and everything like that, and they said that it
Pinocchio nose.
Yeah, they said LeBron James.
Oh no,
Jay-Z,
Drewski, Odell Beckham Jr.
I don't know
about this story in particular. These are just other people that have been brought up in these charges.
And then they said Beyonce, like they were. Those were some of the ones that
Queen
were
Bee?
That they said. I mean, like LeBron wasn't in the room when this one was going on, but he was walking down the hall and saw this, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on here?"
Beyonce could put a dildo on her face, and I'd bend over. I'm not gonna fight Beyonce. I don't know anybody that would fight Beyonce.
So I don't know. I mean,
that's terrible charges.
Should be getting wild. That's why
it's crazy. That's why
I want to see it on TV, because I want to hear like all the wild shit that's going on.
Some of these things are too sensational. It's like, I don't know if I can believe it or if I,
that's why like
Carl Winslow.
I can't believe all this. So that's why I want to watch it and hear and see what's going on and see if they're going to make it.
Because who would lie about Carl Winslow from Family Matters getting fucked by Diddy? Some security guard saying I walked in, he was fucking Carl Winslow. You know what I'm talking about? Steve Urkel show?
Yeah.
The dad from Family Matters. He's not even a good looking guy. He wasn't a good looking guy in '89 when the fucking show popped off.
I didn't hear that one.
And out of all the people Diddy could fuck, I mean, he was fucking Cassie. He was fucking J-Lo. And then Carl Winslow? Not even Eddie Winslow, but Carl Winslow?
I don't know. I'm hearing some of the people that were going on, and it's just like,
it's insane.
I don't know. He was definitely a throwed off dude. From
a couple weeks ago, they tried to throw Drewski's name in it.
No
he
shit.
had to release a statement. Yeah, there was some rape trial from 2018. This lady was pressing allegations from 2018 that Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski were named specifically as to being culprits, and I guess they sexually assaulted her at some point. Drewski came out with a post and was like, that can't even be possible because in 2018 I was broke as shit living with my grandmother. So I was in where is he? He's not from Augusta, Georgia. He's from
that's where the Masters is going right now.
Hey,
sorry to get off topic.
Georgia. Damn, Gwinnett. I think he's from Gwinnett.
When did Drewski like really come out being all big and everything?
When was that? Laugh now, cry later, or smile now, cry. That sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but now not. That Drake and Lil Durk.
Yeah,
that was like 20. We were working together because I remember I came in and we were talking about it because Drewski was in the video. That's like he was hot before that, probably for like a year before that, like really getting big on Instagram and shit. He was already doing the lives, but that was when he became like internationally known when that came out. That was probably 22, maybe 21. Okay. He was getting real hot in like 21, but in 18 he definitely wasn't on the map yet. That was pre-COVID. He wasn't here yet.
Yeah,
he was already big. The same way, like all these other
crazy
guys.
To think that's been 5 years ago.
I know it's kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty. 5 years ago. It's. I was thinking about COVID the other day because when it all kicked off, dude, yeah, it's just like a fever dream now. You know,
yeah,
something we lived through.
One of my buddies,
I'm grizzled from the COVID. I remember crazy. The day it hit.
But one of my buddies was working with me the other day, Cataskio.
Hey, shout out, Keck.
He was telling me his mom got COVID. And
recently,
she got COVID right now. He said he was talking to her the other day, and she was all messed up. He was like, "Why are you all messed up and everything?" She's like, "I got COVID." I was like, "Dude, that's still a thing."
Yeah, that's like getting AIDS now. It's like we already figured this out. Why are you falling into AIDS
now? Yeah, there's a cure for this. Get out of here.
Yeah, you should have been knocked this out. Like drink a hot toddy and lay down.
Yeah, but yeah,
no, it really is bad. It's horrible symptoms. When's the last time you had COVID,
dude? Like. When COVID was a thing,
like 5 years ago,
and I never really, I think I got. We've already talked about this on the pod before, but like I think I got COVID before COVID was a thing.
Oh yeah,
because like back in like that December, before like it happened in that March of 2020, like 2019, then December, I got sick as fuck, and it was for a couple weeks, and I thought I was fucking dying, dude. Like couldn't catch my breath. Like
an early adopter.
I went to the doctor multiple times, and I don't go to the doctor like at all. Like I was like, dude, there is something wrong. Like I'm about to the point I'm gonna go to the hospital, and like
because nobody knew what was going on yet.
Dude, nobody knew what was going on, so that's why that's why I think that I had COVID before. They did strep tests, they did flu tests, they did all these tests, and they're like, dude, you're like, it's just a viral infection. It'll pass away. I'm like, dude, this has been going on for weeks. Like, it's there's something wrong. Like, I don't come here. Look at my files. Like, you see that I don't ever come here. But that's when I think, and then I got it like a year after that or so, like 2021 when it was still going on. But I didn't realize that I had COVID. The only reason I realized that I had COVID was because I lost my sense of smell and taste.
Dude, you didn't have sense of smell for a long time.
Yes.
For a long
Dude, it was
time.
the worst thing ever. Like this not tasting anything. That was the worst part about the whole deal. Like I much rather probably been sick than doing that.
100%.
Because like, dude, like I'm eating everything. Like you could have poured a pile of salt on my food and I would have never known. It would have just been plain.
Was it more just like tones? Like this is salty. Like it doesn't taste like.
It was all the same. Like I could eat broccoli or I could eat a piece of steak and they taste the exact same thing.
Sucks.
Dude, it was wild.
When you burn in your mouth with something hot, and you just can't taste
dude.
Anything.
Like it was like everything was the exact same taste. Like there was no taste to nothing. Like you didn't know if it was too salty or if it was no salt or if it was a steak or if it was a piece of broccoli or what it was. It sucked.
It does suck.
It did suck.
Some people are still going through that. I know people still haven't gotten their sense of smell back. And it was a lot of people. That was one of like the main points of realizing that you had it before you'd been tested was if you lost your sense of smell or if you've been sick for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
People talk about long COVID, having COVID for like months or years down the line. And I think that's a symptom.
I don't wish that upon nobody.
Yeah, it was miserable.
That was the worst part about it is losing your sense of smell and taste. I'm not so much the smell. I mean, because I work around a lot of nasty fuckers. And so like
I remember
all them crackheads coming in smelling like shit and piss and dogs and cats,
especially in triple digit heat.
Yeah,
and they lean on the counter like this, and
it was kind of
they talk to you like, "Oh man, it's so hot out there," but then they pull away and they're leaving a pile of sweat on your counter. That shit sucks.
Yeah, sitting at your counter and they're just sitting there dripping
sweat on
like,
you.
Dude, it's like 70 degrees in my store right now. There's no reason you should be sweating like this profusely.
I hated. We put up screens. We put up those plexiglass screens, but they were only like 4 feet across. So there's 4 foot one here, and 4 foot one against that person.
Hey,
exactly. They're finding like the one corner window to, hey, you mind if I go leaning across the window? Like, dude, it's here for you. It's here so I don't have to smell you. Yep. And there you are, breathing on my hands.
For sure, dude.
Yeah, it sucked bad, dude. COVID. Yeah, you were an early adopter. There's still a group of dudes that like hype beast COVID adoption. Like, I had it for anybody. Y'all weren't even on that. I was fucking sick before any of you geeks.
Dude, it's exactly what it was. Like I literally got fucking sick as a dog. I'm like,
That's
that
miserable.
it was, and it was like for weeks. I'm like walking around work. I'm like, I'm still going to work, but I'm like, dude, I can't catch my breath. And like, it was like all the symptoms that they had. And yeah, I was just
remember
sick as hell.
I won't even bring it up there. I remember you getting in trouble because you couldn't keep your mask on. You kept taking the mask off.
Dude, that thing sucked. So dude, that mask sucked.
That mask like, everybody hated it.
Yeah, like it's not helping anything at all.
And it
like,
didn't.
No,
people
like,
still got sick.
I'm saying they're showing all the different stuff. Like you put a mask on, like spraying stuff through it. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Remember that
they're
kid?
Gonna get it regardless.
Remember that kid? They were saying that like, oh, particles can still get through the mask. He put on 100 of them, and then he did like push-ups and sprints. You ever see that video? That dude, it was impressive because people were already complaining like you can't breathe with one mask. I think he put on, I want to say he legitimately put on like 75 masks. Yeah. I mean, it was a ridiculous pile on his face. It was just squeezing his cheeks like a fucking squid. And it was so, I mean, it was crazy. He did push-ups, he ran sprints, he did crunches, all with like 75 masks on his face. Just to show people like, you kind of being fucking a pussy about this. Just put the mask on.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're constantly sitting like right this, like with your hands. I mean, you're touching everything that you're going around. Like even like, yeah, you take your gloves off. I mean, all your body and clothes and everything else is covered in that. So like either way, like you're trying to take all these precautions and it's still gonna happen.
And people are saying you're a super spreader because you're just all 5 of y'all are in this place working. You should be at home with COVID, you know, just thugging it out at home like the rest of us. What do you want? I can't just stop living life. I mean, dude, I feel like we're in 2020 again.
That's how it was for us. Like,
well, animosity's still in there. I'm still mad about it. They
consider us a bank, so like, we're definitely wasn't closing down at all.
Essential worker. Remember how everybody that wasn't essential worker got booty hurt because they're like, what the fuck? But they got free money. They got money to stay home.
Yeah, I do miss.
I love money.
I do miss some stimulus checks.
I miss those stimmies. What did we get? 2 of them? Did we get 2 or 3?
I think it was 3. I thought it was more than 3, but I don't know.
If it wasn't for those stimmies, I mean, I've never been a big Trump supporter, but if it wasn't for those stimmies, I wasn't. We wouldn't be recording this pod on this PC right now. Thank you, Uncle Trump.
Thank you,
Big Papa Trump.
He was. Appreciate Trump. He was at the fights last night.
Yes, he was. When he walked in, everybody stands up. I can't deny. People love him,
dude.
At UFC.
But did you see how many people he brought with him? He brought like the secretary of blah blah, and then
he brought the head of the ATF that just got fired last week, Kash Patel. I wanted to talk about that because I asked my wife if I was about
that. You said the ATF,
the head of the ATF, who he appointed Kash Patel as the head of the ATF.
He brought the director of FBI,
the Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury. He brought Robert Kennedy Jr. and Cheryl Hines.
That's all them.
He brought Elon Musk and his 14 kids. No, he only had like 2 of them. Yeah. He brought, he had a bunch of people. He brought his kids, one of his hot daughters. I'm sorry. I thought that was going to laugh. I don't know how old she is. Whatever.
I didn't see any of them. I didn't see them walk in or anything like that because I guess he probably got there before I turned it on.
He got there right when the main card was about to. He got there like 8:57.
I was going to say I missed the first fight of the main card. I saw Thug Nasty fight. That was the first one that I saw.
Was that Dan Ige?
So wasn't that Reese or Reyes or something like that?
Oh, Dominic Reyes. And Nikita Krylov.
Yeah,
that was a fucking
he won
fight.
And then ran over there and yelled in front of Trump and then did the golf.
He did the golf swing.
Did golf swing.
That was cool, dude. He knocked the shit out of Nikita Krylov. I didn't think he was going to finish him.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, so I didn't watch any of the early prelims, and
early prelims were action packed.
Are they?
I got to see when 50K was on. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm already on my phone. I gotta see because 50K went out there and looked like a fucking animal. Not Ilya Taporia, Yair Rodriguez.
We'll get on that in a minute.
Yeah. We got a lot we can delve into that. It's gonna be a long conversation because that was a hell of a card. And I missed the boxing match. I didn't even see if Boots Ennis.
I was about to say
Jerome Boots Ennis.
Did he win?
I don't even know.
I don't even know. I was about to say I remember you told me that they were fighting this weekend and everything like that, but I honestly did not remember if you. I remember about it or not.
Dude, that Google's hoeing me. It says he won. It says he crushed. He's a great fighter. He's an excellent fighter. Unifies belts. Stanionis corner halts fight. Oh, okay. So I guess the other guy had to bow out. Yeah, Boots Ennis beat his ass. I love it. I'm not mad at it at all. I wish I could have saw the fight, but UFC was better.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a lot of fun. It was a great card.
It was a good fight. It really was a good fight.
The fights last week were pretty good, but this was just a crazy stacked card.
They were all good. Yeah.
I love that everybody wants to take pictures with Rogan.
And well, we can get on like Thug Nasty.
First and foremost, you have Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell in there with
Silva.
Was it Silva? Oh yes, yes. One of the best from the Fighting Nerds.
Fighting Nerds, yes.
Lord,
they're
Jean.
Did you
Lord
know
Silva.
The Fighting Nerd group? They're undefeated. They're like,
and I thought they were
now they're
going to jinx him.
19-0.
I thought they were going to jinx him yesterday when they showed that Cal Rojalio, Lord Silva, the other two. I can't remember their names, but they're incredible fighters. If I saw them, I could tell you all about them. But primarily Cal Rojalio, absolute animal. But Jean Silva showed that he's game for anything last night. Absolutely anything. He was playing with his food a little bit. I don't think Thug Nasty knew where he was. I mean, he played. I can't deny Mitchell. He was doing well. He got some shots off, but he couldn't keep up. And maybe I'm just being a little biased, but I think we all kind of enjoy when the loudmouth gets shut out. I've been a big proponent for Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell.
I like Thug.
I've always been a big proponent.
I've always been a big fan of Thug Nasty.
Until he started coming out with all this crazy ass racial shit. He got a little loud with
he did, and I didn't see that one coming, honestly, at least from him. But I liked his story, and I liked seeing where he came from. He comes from nothing. I mean, all his gyms at his fucking house, he built
flipping
it all.
Hay bels, punching hay bels to train. Right. No home gym.
That's what I loved about it. And then now it's just, I think he's going south now.
He just got to his head a little bit.
Started
talking about things that he shouldn't be talking about.
And then
for what?
But
oh yeah, it was racist shit, and then it was kind of all the homophobic shit. That's what it was last.
But honestly, I honestly did not want to see him go straight into that fight against Silva. I honestly, after the knockout he got against Emmett, I don't think he was. I mean, I wanted to see him fight a few more people to get some more under his belt, because I mean, he went and fought that other dude and he did good against him. Like that was a good fight that he came back and showed that he still has what he used to have. And then he's gonna go straight into a fight in Silva. That's not a good idea, because Silva he's rocking and rolling right now.
They could have got somebody lower ranked than Silva to go against Mitchell.
Silva's not even ranked.
He wasn't ranked before that?
No, because
Bryce is 15.
Bryce was, I thought, 13.
I don't Bryce know. Was 15.
I don't know. I mean, I've definitely been wrong once or twice in my life, but
he ain't ranked no more.
Silva wasn't ranked.
I could have. Yeah, I'm thinking of that other fight. I remember like 12 fought 7 at some point in the fight.
That was 13 versus 7, and that was Patty the Baddie.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. What a fucking fight that was. We're gonna get deep into that, but
we'll definitely get on that one.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about the Mitchell fight. I still can't see who's ranked, but they could have gotten somebody that wasn't already didn't have such a notorious fight record, I guess, than Jean Silva,
because he was 4-0 coming into the fight with all knockouts,
and he's a lot of fun. Every one
of them he's fought so far has all been knockouts, and I wanted to see him fight some more people before he got into somebody that was actually really good, like Emmett and Silva and stuff like that. In that
I would have said the same thing about Patty before they put him against fucking who he fought yesterday, but Chandler. Bobby Green. Before he fought Bobby Green, even I would have been like, you sure you don't want to go for somebody who's not so exactly what fucking I said. That's dominant exactly like Bobby Green is? And look what he did to him.
We'll go to the next fight.
Get into
the next fight. We'll go to Rodriguez.
I've always enjoyed rooting for Thug Nasty because, like you said, he come from humble beginnings and he really carved his own path to get to the UFC. And he was doing it in a way nobody else was, sticking to his traditional training routes and just being his own man.
I don't know. I think he's going to, the way it's looking right now, I think he's going to be a little Chuck Liddell. Like I think after he's got that, because he went to sleep too quick, way too quick. There's no reason, and that's what Silva said. He was like, I don't think he's okay. Like I think there's something wrong with him, because like there's no reason he should go to sleep that quick.
Also, with
like he should have went out, and then I mean, but like dude, he was like out for a minute too.
Yeah, he was unconscious. He got choked out unconscious last night. I didn't think he was completely out because he tapped, but by the time Silva let him go, he was hyperventilating. Like, jeez,
like what happened when Emmett hit him.
Oh, when Emmett hit him, it was he hit that button. He hit that button like a nail on the head.
Dog. I don't think I've seen a knockout like that.
That was crazy. I love seeing Josh Emmett fight, but
I've seen some crazy knockouts, but I haven't seen the opposite opponent do what Mitchell did after he got hit by. Like, dude, he was out for minutes.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate Mitchell even winning that fight off the bat, but I didn't think it'd go that way.
Yeah,
that was insane.
I mean, I figured someone was gonna get knocked out, but I didn't feel like they were gonna get knocked out for like 7. He was out for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, they had to like pick him. Wasn't he seasoned on the ground, like fucking geeking on the? Jeez, that was a nasty knockout.
It was bad. It was bad.
And then to put him against Lord John Silva. It was all bad last night for Bryce, but
did you
made for an exciting fight.
The Rodriguez, man, he
bro.
I've
never seen Patricio Pitbull fight. Dude is 36-8. He's 36-8.
Well, he came from
Bellator.
Bellator. I was about to say he came from Bellator. I never watched him. I never really watched Bellator.
I watch PFL on Fridays. It comes on Prime. Yeah. I fell asleep watching it last Friday. I fell asleep at 10 p.m. Horrible night's sleep when you fall asleep early. I hate falling asleep early. Getting more sleep than what I normally get doesn't make me more rested in the morning. It makes me more tired.
Yeah,
and it makes me want more sleep.
True.
I'm twice as groggy, and I'm cranky.
I really is. I will agree with you on that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight, and I don't. I still stay up.
Yep.
Get my little 5-6 hours of sleep, which I don't even get that many hours of sleep because I toss and turn.
5 or 6 is exactly right.
I was about to say I go to sleep with the 5 and 6. I probably get like 4 or 5.
Yeah, of solid
solid.
What did Jared used to call it? REM sleep. REM sleep.
Yeah, because he'd be like, well, my Fitbit right here said that I got a solid 4 hours, and then I got this much sleep. I'm like, dude, stop.
I tossed and turned 4 times, and then I woke myself up choking on my own spittle 3 times at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but I think dude, Rodriguez's kicks, man.
Jeez.
Like, that's unreal.
He's always been so unpredictable with his strikes because he can hit you from anywhere.
Yeah, he's so one of 2 fighters to win with a spinning back kick, with a spinning head kick.
Damn.
Yeah, he's one of 2 fighters.
He gave him a nasty one yesterday.
Dude, man, he was like, I was sitting there watching it and stuff like that, and they were talking about how he throws kicks and stuff, but like all his kicks are hard and loud and on point.
And all respect to Patricio Pitbull, because his ass hung in there with Yair the whole.
His legs have to be like steels because of the way he was taking them kicks. There's no way, man. There's no way.
At the end of the fight, when Yair mounted him and then just like he tried to grab the body in full guard, but Yair just like put his arms on his head and just pushed him to the ground and just started hitting him with fucking elbow after elbow after. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Man, there was
gotta stop this fucking
fight.
I
have to say there were a few of those elbows that were, I think illegal. Like.
Was it Yair? Now I'm getting my fights mixed up. Somebody like kept lifting the elbow like up here to threaten it.
That was
you're right on top of his fucking head.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I was like, I was like, man, can you do that?
Yeah,
like, I was like,
I don't think so.
I was like, I know that they changed it. That's what I'm saying.
He did,
and they didn't say nothing. But I was just like, man, some of these elbows look illegal.
Yeah.
Like they look nasty, like the way you were doing them. I was like, I don't think you can do that, but hey, whatever, man.
Yair perfected that elbow too. They do a thing where like the elbow comes from the front and then it goes up while they're facing him. Yeah, I can't do it. Yair does it perfectly. He throws his whole body into it.
He looks really, really good.
He looked fantastic,
and I think he's in featherweight too. So he's wanting to go up there and fight one of the. That's what he said.
The winner.
Yeah, he said last night, "Hey, I want to fight the winner."
I think 2 people said that.
But I don't.
Well, no,
Patty. Like
Patty said he wants to fight.
Well, that's a whole different.
It's a whole different.
Yeah, it's a whole different.
Dustin and Justin.
So he would have to fight either Volk or like Lopez or someone like that.
That'd be a crazy.
He's in that class.
Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez. How fucking crazy would that be? In Mexico.
That would be that,
In
and that's
Mexico.
where and he's from Mexico, and
I
that's
thought he
where
was from Mexico, but then he's out of Brazil.
he's out of
adopted
Lopez.
Brazil.
Yeah,
Lopez.
Yeah, but he's lived in Mexico for I think they said 12 years or something.
Oh
like
shit,
that.
he's been a long time.
So he's been there.
He's
minute.
Like my second home, my adopted
that's what
home.
He said. Yeah,
I didn't know he'd been there that long.
Yeah, he's been there.
I thought
he
was from Mexico. I thought Lopez was from Mexico until yesterday.
But he's fighting out of Chihuahua, Mexico, or something like that, or Chihuahua, Mexico, or something.
That's where my boy Obed is from.
Something Chihuahua. Like that. But that's what they were saying, that he was fighting out of there.
That's
but man, I don't know. Rodriguez looked really,
he looked
really good. And dude hit and being 5'11", weighing 145 pounds,
it's only like 33.
That's what freaking your boy that does the pot, Rogan. Yeah, he was saying, he was like, man, he's in phenomenal shape, and he kept saying it and saying it and saying it. He was like, it's like the shape that he is in.
Yeah,
and it didn't look like he was ever tired, and
he never changed his face. He was so stoic. He had that same mug on the entire time,
the whole time.
Didn't gas out, didn't gas his arms out. I really thought he was gonna burn his arms out, but he.
Pitbull looked tired.
I've never seen Pitbull fight before. 36-8. The dude, I think.
I don't know. It was crazy. It was kind of like that fight that Asian dude from Japan or whatever it was, who was like the world champion kickboxer or whatever it was, that he came in and had all those titles and whatever. I think that it was, and then he comes in and straight fights for a title fight.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I felt it was last night.
Agreed.
Why are you letting him go straight to fight the number 4 or 5
He's 4 or 5 in the division for his debut.
Yeah, and he's fought. I think he's been fought for the title maybe once or something.
To be fair, I guess they did the same thing with Alex Pereira. They kind of did the same thing.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a little different.
He had that title within 2 years of joining.
Yeah,
it was a pretty fast track.
It was very fast
avenue they put him on.
I mean, I don't know.
It's
I
different
feel like Alex was on a different level than what he was. And that's what they kept saying last night. And they're like, there's levels to this, and that's why UFC is the top level of fighting.
To be fair, I kind of counter that point constantly. I'm like, how would we know? Unless we watch PFL, unless we watch ONE FC, unless we watch Bellator, how do we know that they don't have guys over there that are going to dominate our champions?
Mm-hmm.
But then you see a fucking fight like that.
Yeah, you see that.
It kind of puts it in perspective.
That's what they were saying. He was a beast in Bellator, and then comes over here, and dude, he got fucking rocked, and not even against the number 1 person, the number 5 person in the UFC, which was he's really good. Rodriguez,
he was game, and I think he'll be ranked pretty soon if he keeps fighting like that. Pitbull, I mean, if Pitbull keeps fighting like that, I think he can see his way up the rankings.
He's definitely gonna make it up there. He definitely needs to get more training.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he needs to get into
jiu-jitsu, more MMA shit, other than because he looked good in his boxing.
Not so much that. I feel like he needs to come somewhere like here or somewhere else that is big into that has more UFC fighters and train with them.
Yeah,
instead of working with his he has his own gym and stuff like that. It's called Pitbull Gym or something like that. I feel like he needs to go somewhere
like American Top Team or
that's what I'm saying. He needs to go somewhere that actually have a lot of UFC fighters, in Nevada or some he needs to go somewhere where he's actually training with UFC people too, so he can get to. He's got everything there, but I just feel like
he's got skill.
He needs to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, especially on the ground. And when he was on his back, he couldn't do anything.
And I think he's still got the potential, even being as old as he is and everything like that. He looked good last night, but like they said, there's levels to this, and he's just not to that level yet. I'm not saying that he can't be to that level, but there are levels, and Rodriguez definitely fucking showed him that last night. You are not ready for the UFC right now.
Yeah, or at least fight
IQ. The top.
His experience and his fight IQ is just far beyond what Pitbull had faced before in Bellator, I think. And I think you're right. He does need to get his experience up.
Did he have the belt in Bellator? I don't know if he did or not, or if they even said it or not. But I was watching him. But I'm a big Rodriguez. I do like Rodriguez. I've been a fan of Rodriguez. I've been watching him for a little bit, and I do like him. But I guess I've never really paid attention to how many kicks he does throw, and he throws a lot of kicks. They were talking about last night that Volk has thrown the most kicks in featherweight. Never
Oh,
got
yeah?
that. Yeah, did not know that either. They said on an average fight, Volk throws 27 kicks up, 27 kicks.
Truly. He's
in a,
just
fi-
under
in a fight.
in title defenses, title fights, one
Yeah, he
period.
needs
He's one
one
below Jose Aldo.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
Who did he surpass yesterday? It showed 3 of them up there.
Um,
Volk, Jose Aldo, and somebody else had 6 title fights.
I can't, dude. It's gonna bug me, man.
BJ Penn?
No,
Was it BJ Penn?
It wasn't BJ Penn. Does it not say on there?
No. Well, it shows BJ Penn.
They had 6. They did 6, and I wonder if it's just in that class or if it was all classes. But I think it was just in the featherweight class.
Just in that class.
I don't think BJ Penn was in that. Was he in the featherweight? I don't think he was that small.
Oh no, he was lightweight. Yeah, you're right.
Check the featherweight.
Featherweight. It's title fights too, right? Ilya Taporia.
No, he's only done it once. He just got the belt.
Oh, he just showed up first. I clicked the link and he showed up first. Max Holloway.
That's exactly who it was.
He surpassed Max Holloway with 6. Max has 6. Volk now has 7, and Jose has 8.
Yeah, and he fought Max and everything.
Yeah, he beat Max.
But
that was a good ass fight.
But we'll get on to the Volk class. But
how about Michael Chandler?
Oh my god,
Michael Chandler.
I
forgot to adjust the cam. Now we're in this shitty.
Oh well, it's all right.
You can still see us.
We can see.
Moving a little tighter. Michael Chandler against Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. That was a hell of a fight.
Dude, it was a bloodbath.
That was a hell of a fight. Once again, people underestimating Paddy the Baddy get put in their place. Phenomenal striking. Excellent defense against the cage, too.
He did do good.
Excellent defense.
I don't know. After watching that fight, I think Chandler should just retire.
Because that's 10 losses now.
Dude,
and I think he's lost his last 4.
You just
he said the same thing about Volk too before yesterday.
Well, yeah, but we had this argument at work the other day, and I disagree with that one. I disagree, but I don't feel like Volk is gonna have after. We'll get into that in just a minute because I don't agree. He went up a weight class. He took one of them on short notice.
Yeah,
and should have won that fight. I feel like he won that fight. He got robbed, and then that's why they ran it back again because I think it was a draw. Didn't they get a draw or he lost the fight? I don't remember.
Was that when the title was already vacant and he was going for it?
He went up a fight to fight the Russian Islam.
Okay.
He went to fight Islam, and I feel like he beat Islam.
Oh, and
I feel like he got robbed.
I think they gave that to Islam,
he took it on a short notice.
Yeah,
and fought him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes back and fights him and got knocked out.
Yeah.
And then he goes and fights Taporia and gets knocked out too. But I don't know. It's a hard deal because
he lost one more after that too.
No, he didn't.
He has 4 losses though.
He had one. He had one a long time ago.
Oh, okay,
yeah. He had that one a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
But no, he had those 3. He had those 3 back to back, or those 3 back to back because he went up a weight class and then he had dropped back to weight class to go fight.
Oh yeah, because he was going to try to get the 2 times. He's trying to be 2 times. So he lost to Islam, then he came back down. He lost to Islam and then he came back down and fought Islam again.
No, he went up a weight class
to fight
and fought Islam.
He lost.
He lost to Islam, which
then they ran it back.
They shouldn't have lost. That's why they ran it back and then got knocked out.
Then he came back down to this weight class.
Taporia
lost against Taporia.
Got knocked out by
That's
Taporia.
Right. That's right. Damn, what a fucking ride. But if he would have lost last night, that's where we were going with that whole conversation.
Yes,
if he would have lost last night, do you think it would have been understandable for him to retire after that loss?
I agree with that. I would agree with that.
I agree.
And last night, and that was a good fight, dude. I guess we're gonna go back to the Paddy because we're talking about this one.
Yeah.
And so he did good against Lopez. That was a good fight, and there was a couple of times that 4th round I was honestly scared for him.
Yeah,
that's why he was running with it like a chicken with his head cut off, man.
Yeah,
he got caught and he knew, and they were talking about the glove scraped his eye, and then he got punched again, like a hard punch. But that one, that's why he kept grabbing his eye and wiping his eye, because it just grazed.
We're talking about Patty here.
No. We're talking about
Lopez and
Volk. Yeah,
Volk kept having to contest. Like, what are you talking about? That wasn't an eye poke. One of them was a legitimate eye poke.
One of them, the thumb was
get into the eye.
The thumb
they didn't stop the fight,
but
also Lopez didn't complain. Too much about that.
I do like it. They both were. If there was something happened, they kind of saw it beforehand and like. And he kept, hey, it's cool.
Yeah, he kept like talking to him throughout, just like, hey,
yeah.
Non-intentional or whatever, and
but why did Taporia have to forfeit his belt? Do you know why? Because he had the belt,
because I think he hurt himself in training, didn't he?
He vacated the belt, and that's why they were fighting for the belt, and that's why Volk was the oldest person to ever win the belt in featherweight
at 36. Yeah,
at 36.
I'm pretty sure Taporia hurt himself.
Did he?
And couldn't defend it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I could be dead wrong.
I don't, dude. Honestly have no idea. I meant to look it up last night, but I didn't. I was sitting there watching the fights. My girl was laying right beside me, passed out, snoring.
Yeah, the UFC really is like NyQuil for ladies,
dude. They
don't want to watch.
I was like, babe, can we watch the fight? Can we watch the fight? And she just like looked at me, and I was like, please, like, there's good fights tonight. And I was like, I got the pod tomorrow. I was like, I gotta know what's going on.
Up on my knowledge.
Like, I gotta know what's going on. And she was like, yeah. And she probably made it like 10 minutes, and I hear just. It wasn't. She don't even really be snoring. She just is like a light noise. Yeah. And
I kept trying to talk about the fights to my old lady, and I'd be like, yeah, and he defended the belt this many times, and now he's going against the guy, and she'd be like, you think we should do salmon tomorrow? she couldn't give less of a fuck.
Yeah, and I'd like get up to go to like the bathroom, and she'd be like, hey, can you get me nutty butter? Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I was dead wrong. Taporia didn't get injured. He opted to leave his 145 title to move up to lightweight to try to take it from Islam. So he's vowed to knock out Islam in front of Khabib. That's honorable. That's admirable. He said, I've already cleared out this division. These guys can't keep up with me. Let's go to a higher, more intense diversity.
I would, if I was him, I would have been like, I want to keep both. You know, like, I want to be that two-time champ holder.
Then you got to vow to defend it. And I bet they were already trying to corner him into agreeing to defend against somebody else that he didn't want to fight.
Whoever wins, like, hey, whoever wins out of Lopez, and them,
which just prolongs his capability
to fight. Put that and everything.
He wants to fight this year. He doesn't want to wait for one of these guys to retire in 6 months. He wants to fight this year against the champ. That way, hey, maybe just in his own mind, he can call himself a 2-division champ.
It's cool, man.
Admirable. I like it.
Go get it, my boy.
I like it. I hope you get it.
I hope you get it too.
And I like Islam. I think Islam's the greatest champ that division's ever seen.
I have mixed feelings on that.
You don't like Islam?
No, I don't know, dude. It's just
he's dominant. He reminds me of Khabib, and I think people don't like him for the same reason people didn't like Khabib, because everybody wants a smasher. They want a Conor, a guy that's going to go in there, put hands on a guy and brutalize him. They don't want to watch Bilal Muhammad wrestle a guy for 25 minutes. It's fucking boring. And I'll give you that point when it's Bilal Muhammad, because he's very boring. But Islam has hands. He fights
coming up.
I know.
He's in.
I think he's in like 2 or 3 weeks,
dude. And
I'm gonna watch the shit out of that.
What is it?
But
he's fighting Della
Maddalena.
Is
that who he's fighting?
Yes, that's who he's fighting.
He's fighting Jack Della Maddalena?
And he's on a 17 fight streak.
Fuck yeah, he is, dude.
And I hope Jack Della Maya, something like that.
Jack Della Maddalena. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's a hard word to say.
Yeah, I know.
It's his last name.
JDM. Madeline,
but man, I hope he beats the brakes off him.
Jack's big too. Holy shit, Shevchenko's the fucking
she's the co-main event.
Co-main?
Yeah, the girl that she's fighting, I think, is undefeated or something like that.
Yeah, Manon Fiore,
and she's like on a 6 knockouts with like I think her something like that.
Just under them, Alexa Grasso, the former champ, right? Yes. Alexa had the title.
It took a Shevchenko a minute to get her belt back from her because I think she lost once, and then they had Like she lost once, and then they had a draw the next time, and then they had to go fight again, and then she finally got it back.
I've said it on this show before once though. Valentina Shevchenko and Alex Volkanovski. I'm never betting against them. It doesn't matter who you put them against. It's kind of just out of principle at this point.
No, I was telling my girl last night, and she probably didn't want to listen to it at all. I was like, dude, she's so good. Like, I was like, she's like one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah,
like,
she's incredible.
She is incredible.
She's incredible. There's nothing that she can't do in the octagon. She's good everywhere,
man. And they were talking today. She's like, they were talking about last night then because Nunes got inducted, is going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
That's
and
a beautiful thing, man.
And they were talking about and then they showed up like all the fights that were coming up and everything like that. And they were like, yeah. And then there you go. You got like the second best woman of all time. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I will argue this right now. I was like, I love Nunes and everything like that. And she was great at what she did, but she is no Valentino Shevchenko. Like
different weight class.
She is number one.
Yeah, it's apples and bowling balls.
Dude, hell no. I was like sitting there like mad about it last night. And she's like, you're really mad about this? I'm like, dude, like, no.
You don't fucking know anything about this sport. You don't even watch.
I was like, dude, she's the best. Like, yeah, she's incredible. I will argue that. But no, Valentino Nunes looked like she was a man last night, dude. She was like solid. Yeah, she's all crying. She's like,
yeah, she looked like fucking
like it's all like slow. My picture, and she's all crying. She was like,
I know she kept leaning her fucking massive arms over.
That's what I'm saying.
The Balenciaga hat was like, poorly covered by a black sticker.
Yeah, very poor. It was like you got the B in the line.
You can still see the outline of Balenciaga in cursive across the front. We know what that is.
Yeah,
you're not.
And I was like wondering why they even hid that, because I was like, what if she was just like in the crowd, you know? Like I didn't know that they were going to come on. I guess because she was being inducted and they were going to be showing her a lot on purpose. So that's probably why UFC was like, hey, cover your hat.
And sponsors too. I'm sure she has a lot of sponsors like Monster or any other one of the UFC's million sponsors that do want to be on her hat during the fucking Hall of Fame induction. They want to be shown, and she's kind of saying like, no, I'm going to show this $500 Balenciaga hat that I paid my own money for. Y'all didn't give me.
Yeah, it probably was
piss off for sponsors or something like that, I imagine. I thought it was interesting that everybody came up, like Dana came up, Sean Shelby came up, they all Bruce Buffer, they all came up, shook her hand, gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Why are you not kissing the guys? I didn't see anybody kiss Robbie Lawler 3 weeks ago when he got inducted. Nobody was kissing him on the face. Why are you kissing Amanda Nunes, the Lioness? It's weird to me. There's certain things that it's like calling somebody, hey hun. It's like calling somebody a hun. Why are you calling her hun? You're not gonna call one of these dudes, hey Bubba. Hey Bubba. Hey sweetheart. You're not gonna fucking call a dude a fucking, you know what I'm talking about? You're not gonna use the term of endearment with one of these 200-pound fucking Goliaths. Why are you kissing this woman on the face? She'll kill you.
Yeah, she would too.
I mean, just I don't know. I thought it was not that it's anything weird. I'm just saying, if you wouldn't do it to a man, why are you doing it to her?
Mm-hmm. True.
We're never gonna break this sexual.
Let's get back to this Patty the Baddie fight.
Patty looked phenomenal. I've never doubted the dude.
I'm a diehard Patty fan. 100%. Everybody hates him because of how he talks and how cocky he is.
I like
and everything.
That kind
of I like it, and I like his fight style.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like he's so calm in there. Like
yeah, he is,
and
he's everywhere. He's like,
I will tell you, last night for somebody that like gets overweight, eats whatever he wants, doesn't care about what he weighs, and then cuts all that weight before. The dude looked phenomenal, like fighting last night.
Yeah,
he did not look like he was tired even a little bit.
No,
he was in the fourth, going into the fourth round. It didn't even look like he was breathing hard. Never sat down one time. And
I didn't even notice that.
Yes, he didn't sit down one time. Stood there, and like going into the fourth round, dude, he was waiting for them to like Chandler and all them to get up. He was already got his drink, and his whole crew was already out of there before Chandler's crew was already out, and he was just sitting there waiting. I was like, dude, what is going on? Like this dude is an animal right now.
Yeah, I don't mean to jump, but Lord Silva hanging on the cage. They're all trying to because they have to check on him. The fight doc has to come in, and even if they win, they got to go, you all right? You okay? Mm-hmm. Before they can announce who the winner. Yeah. He just kept running from everybody. Everybody's trying to like grab his hand and talk to him, and he's just running from him, jumping on the cage, holding it like Spider-Man, screaming in the camera. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude. He looked
incredible.
top tier.
Yeah, he looked incredible.
Yeah, he looked top tier last night. And
sorry, that's my Patty the Batty alarm.
Patty the Batty. But no, he looked phenomenal.
He looked incredible. And Patty, to get back to Patty, when he went in there, you could just see it on his face that he had something to prove, and I think he is kind of hearing what everybody's saying about his.
And that's why he said it last night. He was like, "Dude, I'm here. Like, y'all stopped saying that I'm."
He's like, "What now?"
I can't do this. Y'all said that I couldn't be in the top.
Yeah, he said I
top
wouldn't be
15
ranked,
or whatever.
15.
I would never be ranked, and here I am. And then y'all said I wouldn't be somebody below 10. Here I am. And he was like, "Dude, y'all just fucking stop."
Yeah. He's like, "What now? What can you say now?"
It's not that he beat him last night. He
beat his ass for 20 straight minutes.
Demolished him.
20 minutes of just whooping his ass.
Like Chandler's face when he was on the ground, he looked scared. When he was just gushing all that blood and everything like that. And like his eyes, like he looked like something was and something.
He's become kind of a gatekeeper. Like if you can beat him, you're ready for the top 15.
Like they said,
he used to be like a real contender.
And like that's why I was like, we were talking before we even came onto the pod, and I think he should retire. Like,
be opposed to it.
I mean, if you want to come back in here and fight somebody else, so you can at least get that win under your belt to go out with a win, do that. But you're not going to want to fight just nobody and get that win. You know, you're still going to want to fight someone big. But I just don't feel like you have it in you to even do that after watching the way you fought last night. Like he looked bad. He didn't look like he was shape. Like he looked like he was in shape, but like watching him fight, it doesn't look like he had the stamina to keep up.
And I think you see that a lot, especially with guys like Alex Bejeda. When they go in there, you can see it in their eyes that they're laser focused. They have no other thoughts in their mind except winning this fight. Chandler didn't have it, and I don't know if he's had it in the last couple fights.
Dude, Patty did. He had it.
Patty had that eye.
He had it in his eyes.
But his fun ways, like I was saying before, he comes in and he's doing the dun 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 dun. When his music comes in and everybody loves him, he's high fiving people. His corner man was like upset. By the time he got there, he took his shirt off and Vaseline and shit. The guy in his corner was like yelling at him like to stop that shit. And Rogan said it a few times in the entirety of the card that the way he comes in and he has fun and he's enjoying himself really gets people to underestimate what he's actually capable of. Like you were saying,
but once his main corner dude said that to him, like he shut down, and went straight serious mode. And even like when Bruce Buffer was yelling his name and everything like that, most people get all into it and everything. Didn't even flinch, didn't do nothing, just straight over there looking at Chandler like, I'm ready to fight.
I think he wants it as bad as they do now. I think before he never really gave a shit too much. He likes the fame and the fun aspect of it, but he never really cared if you underestimate him or not, because he's going to go in there and do what he's going to do regardless. But I think it is starting to get to him now, not getting the respect from the commentators, not getting the respect from ESPN, people talking about him and underestimating him constantly and saying he just wants, that all the hype is built upon not what he does in the octagon, but what he does outside the octagon.
Yeah.
But they couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah.
It's exactly the opposite.
Yeah. He looked phenomenal.
He looked great.
And I was fucking yelling.
Who do you think they give him next?
Dude, he's gonna get like he called.
There's only four people in front of him.
The people that he called out was like Gaethje. He called
Dustin, Justin,
and Chandler.
Not Chandler. Charles. Dustin, Oliveira. Justin, Charles, and Arman Sarukian.
And then like
he didn't want to. He was talking shit about Arman. Who has the title? Arman Sarukian, right? Arman has the title because Dustin and Justin don't. They're 4 and 3, and then 2 is Charles is 4.
They're in Islam's class? Isn't that? I don't know.
He's number 5 now. There's only 4 dudes ahead of him. I'm pretty sure.
No, did they already move his ranking?
Yeah, I guess it won't be until next week, right?
But I thought he was in Islam's class. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one too.
He's lightweight. I guess that is Islam.
That's Islam's class. I'm pretty sure because that's why what's his name's going up to.
Yeah.
The fighting lightweight.
I'm over here thinking there's only 4 dudes, and then he's got the title.
Because,
but you're right.
Because Dustin went and fought Islam and got choked out. You remember?
Yeah. Hey, that was a hell of a fight.
That was
too.
a good fight.
Dustin put up a fucking
like,
killer
dude,
performance. I'd love to see him get another
honestly,
title.
If Dustin wouldn't have got tapped out,
he was on his fucking way.
He would have won.
He was on his way
because Islam was getting rocked.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's that class.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if he gets, he's gonna needs to get one of them, and then, but like they said, if someone pulls out of the main card, like that's a great person to call up right there. Someone gets hurt and like they can't fight for the title. Like they said, Patty would probably be the next one to call.
It's not showing me at all. This shit is crazy. I'd love to see Patty get a title fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not even.
But his defense deal is spectacular. Like him on the ground. Like you think like you're gonna take him to the ground? Like Patty's good on the ground. That's the thing.
Yeah, he is.
Like he's good both. Like he will throw hands with you, or he will take you to the ground, and y'all will really fight.
Yeah, Dustin. Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's not number 4.
Yeah, Dan Hooker.
It keeps trying to show me like, pound for pound. Just show me the fucking list. I hate Google. But I think you're absolutely right. I think Patty against Dustin would look really good. And I think Dustin does need to kind of prove himself. Not that he needs to prove himself.
I did respect Patty on that too. He was like, the people I'm calling out besides that one dude,
Armand.
He was like
Armand, the little sausage.
Yeah,
the little sausage. He called him.
But he called all the other ones
the little helmet.
Like, they're
called him a dick.
Yeah, he was like they're all legends.
Yeah,
he was like I respect them all. But
and Charles Oliveira, that's what he said. He said Charles is the number one guy. He said he's the guy you say the UFC calls the number one on the ground. What did the exact words he used? He was talking about his jiu-jitsu. Yeah. He said that's the guy that they say is the number one of all time, number one ground guy of all time. Give me him.
But kind of like what they said last night.
I would go fucking nuts.
I would like to see him. I'd like to see him and Justin too. Him and Justin Gaethje. That'd be a good fight.
Justin has some proving ground to cover before he's ready for Patty. Justin keeps losing.
Yep.
I like Justin, no disrespect, but Patty's on an upward climb. I don't think Justin's on an. I think he's kind of descending right now, rather than I would lose my mind if they gave Patty a shot against Charles Oliveira. Charles is my number one fighter of all time. Charles. He's my number one.
And
that'd be so exciting.
He's just so respectful. Like doesn't matter who the fighter. Enemies. That's what I'm saying. Like doesn't matter who the fighter is. He's so like.
I've come across that Instagram video multiple times where it's like this guy just doesn't have enemies. Everybody when he's doing his walk around the octagon, he always goes and shakes his opponent's hand, and then his corner, his manager. Everyone, all respect to everybody. I love that, and he dresses like Tony Montana.
Yes,
there's nothing not to love about Charles Oliveira.
All of and everything like that. But
you got a new baby. Shouts to that guy. I fucking love Charles Oliveira.
Oh, he got a new.
Maybe not so new anymore. I haven't had Instagram. I got rid of social media like 2 months ago.
I got rid of everything.
You did too?
I don't have TikTok. I don't have nothing.
I don't have. All I ever had was Twitter and Insta. That's all I ever had. I got rid of them 2 months ago. I don't miss them.
I just would say I don't have Twitter.
I miss keeping up with shit like this. Usually I'm like following Oliveira. I'm following Poirier. I'm following the UFC guys. I follow NBA players. I follow athletes. My whole Twitter is nothing but UFC. Mm-hmm. Nothing but UFC. I've always, and that's part of the reason I haven't been on social media. I've always been a big proponent of Twitter. Everybody I talk to, including you, has told me Twitter is just like a vile algorithm, vile timeline. It just shows you murders or it shows you sex. It's all porn or it's all bullshit. And I think I tweeted something. It was like, I used to defend this shit because I could show my timeline to anybody, scroll through. I showed it to my mom. I've showed my timeline to my mom and been like, look, Twitter's not that. It follows what you like. So whatever you're liking, whatever you're following, whatever you're talking about, it's gonna pinpoint shit like that to show you. As of late, 2025, all I'm seeing is fucking porn. All I'm seeing is porn or drama.
On yours?
Yeah. And it's really been bumming me out because, again, I've been such a big fucking proponent of Twitter and saying it's not that. Mine is totally different. I don't know what I've had mine since 2011. It tells you the day that you made it or whatever. I had it since 2011. It's never been like that. Since 2025, that's all it is. And I don't want to see that shit. It just, I don't need it. I can go to fucking X videos, no problem. If I want to see some lesbians, I'll go to fucking X videos and see some lesbians. I don't need it on Twitter. Twitter's for news. I like getting my news from there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to C-SPAN or.
That's what I used to do. Like, I used to never get on Twitter and stuff like that. But if I wanted to know what was going on
right now, it gives you live updates.
Like,
I watched King Von get killed on.
What happened with?
I watched XXXTentacion get killed
Malcolm.
on. What
I can just type in Malcolm and boom, it's gonna tell me like, oh, this is what just happened. I'm like, yeah, that's what I did like about Twitter.
Or when somebody was like, you hear about Drewski, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Straight to Twitter, Drewski, boom, it just shows you clip for clip for clip. And he's on there himself running his own account. It's not Facebook, it's not Instagram to where they're paying somebody else to run their account. Twitter, it's not very demanding. Yeah. It doesn't make you post pictures. The main point of it isn't to post pictures or videos or live updates of what you're doing. You just go on there and say some shit.
Yeah.
I'm only ever on there tweeting song lyrics. That's my favorite thing to do is tweet vague song lyrics that makes people think that I'm about to kill myself. In actuality, I'm just listening to The Cure too much, and that's kind of what I do on Twitter. I just post song lyrics. I like it for that reason, and so do social media influencers and celebrities. They do the same thing. They go on there, they talk a little shit, then they get off. Yeah. It's not a very demanding app at all. And you can go on there to defend yourself. When Jay-Z got trumped up on charges with this whole Diddy shit a couple months ago, that's the first place he went. He put out a whole big statement on Twitter. And it was funny because he called himself a young man. And that's the only thing that all the Twitter people fucking pinpointed him on. It wasn't about him defending himself. It wasn't about the actual nature of the allegations. It was the fact that he called himself a young man. And everybody on there is like, nigga, you're like 57. What are you talking about? I'm like, you ain't no young man. Bro. It's just funny. I mean, yeah, it's shit. It's shit. But it's not that serious. That's what I like about Twitter. They're not on there to say, hey, you fucking raped that woman. They're just saying, you're not young, you old fuck. That's funny.
Yeah.
What, I like that.
But no, dude, I don't have any social media. Not one thing, dude.
I don't blame.
It's been nice.
I've been committing so much time. I've been dedicating so much time to YouTube. It's ridiculous. My screen time probably hasn't gone down at all because I just keep YouTube open constantly. But it's not just bullshit. I'm watching pods or I'm watching movies. They got a ton of movies on there. They've got shows. I just saw this one show that I've been wanting to see for a long time on there. The pilot episode. It's called the Common Side Effects. It's really funny. It's on Adult Swim. It's like an animated, serious show. It's really funny. But I've been loving YouTube.
I don't hardly ever get on YouTube.
Well, you use streaming platforms. You have like one of the best streaming platforms I've ever even heard of, and I don't even know the name of it. You're kind of gatekeeping a little bit. I'm gonna need in on that because you fucking get all the NBA games. You get the Masters. You get all the UFC events. You get all the boxing and pay-per-views. All the pay-per-view event. Maybe I shouldn't even be talking about this.
I'm
kind of doxing you a little bit. I'm sorry about that.
I don't know what he's talking about, people. I have no idea what he's talking about. He's just saying stuff that's
you pay for streaming platforms. You have Amazon Prime. You have Hulu. You have Netflix. Yeah. All the things.
But no, it was that's what I watched it on last night.
You get a lot of good shit, and I want something like that. They used to show a lot of pay-per-view streaming shit on Twitter too. Twitter used to be big for that.
But no, it's been nice. Like I don't ever get on that and stuff like that, but it's just it's nice not having social media.
It's comfortable. It's so much better.
Drama,
no bullshit. I don't have to watch the 14 fucking videos that our barber sent me because I don't even have it anymore. Yeah. Sorry, Jake. I don't have it anymore. I can't watch. He asked me that last week. I saw him and he was like, "You still on your break? I've been sending you shit." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still on it."
Yeah, he always asked me, he was like, you and Mal gonna do a pod? I'm like, man, we're just, we
got a lot of irons in the fire.
Coach been coming in asking us. He's like, why haven't y'all done a fucking video yet?
I saw his black ass on First the other day, and I was sad because I haven't talked to him in so long.
Yeah, he every time you come in, he asks about you every time.
I miss that fucking guy.
There's not a time that Coach doesn't come in and he don't ask about you.
I miss that guy. I hope he hears this, Coach. We'll
definitely send it to him.
Hit me up.
Shout out to Coach.
I got the loud ass box fan on because you still haven't given me a ceiling fan. No big deal. You promised. Not gonna hold you to it. It was a gift. Hey, you're an Indian giver.
Is he though? Because he hasn't taken it back because he hasn't given it.
No, yeah. I guess he has to give it before he takes it back for him to be an Indian giver.
But no, he really does. He be coming in like anything. I'm like, Coach, I don't know what the fuck you want.
Yeah, dude.
And then be like, I got every motherfucking thing in here.
That's always what he says. I got everything. I'll tell him too. He'll be like, I'm seeing what y'all got. I'm like, we got a couple of nice things. Y'all ain't got shit. I got this shit.
Yeah.
He fucking cracks me up.
Yeah.
He fucking cracks me up.
But he'd be wildin'.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I hadn't seen him in a minute. I do see a lot of people that I used to see from the shop, like around town and shit, especially at my job now.
Bro, did you know Harvey passed away?
That rocked me.
Yes, bro.
When was that?
He'd been coming into the shop for a minute. Like March 10th. Been coming into the shop for a minute, and the Chance came into the shop and they were like, "Did you hear about Harvey?" So no, I ain't seen him in like a week. Like, what happened to him? But yeah, Chance came in and told me that he passed away.
That fucking that really sucks, man.
Yeah,
that really sucks. He was a real friend.
He was, dude. He was a great guy, and he'd been coming in a lot. I was like, dude, I knew there was something wrong. Yeah, because like, dude, he was like coming in like twice a week.
Yeah,
and it was like that for a minute, twice a week, and then yeah, Chance told me he came in. I was like, was he not over his cancer and stuff like that? And they were like, no, he still had it, and he just gave up on it.
He never wanted to treat it. He didn't want to do chemo or anything.
He didn't want to treat it anymore.
I know this is his business. I'm not trying to spread the shit out there, but I mean, he knew something was wrong.
I don't blame you. 80, if I'm 80 years old, I'm the same way with the way he's looking at it. I'm like, dude, I just lived 80 years of my life.
And the cure is worse than the illness. It makes you sicker than the illness. It makes
you sicker. Like, yeah, if I'm 80 years old and like I'm going to push through it as long as I can, and when it's my time, it's my time. But yeah,
man, that's one guy that I spent the most of my career there talking to. Like, he's somebody that I would get excited to see. I knew him before I started working there. Yeah, he's one of my good friends I grew up with's grandfather. Yeah, he was a great person. And now I'm thinking of the last time that I saw him, I kind of held out on him because he wanted my big chain. He wanted my big chain.
Dude, he always wanted my chain. Always wanted my chain too.
I saw him in the me and my kid. We saw him in the parking lot over on First, and he was in his trunk outside the shop selling his own shit. Being a hustler. What does he always do? I remember one of the guys, I think it was Asa, came out and was like, "What's going on?" He asked him. He was like, "Harvey, you want to bring those knives inside?" Because he had his trunk open, showing some like really nice bucks. They were all like in a shadow box to a guy, and he's like, "You want to bring those inside?" Basically just saying like, "Hey, you want to not sell shit outside of our shop and take our customers?" And he was like, "I'll be there in a minute." I think he says, "I'm like, y'all don't want these. These aren't anything you want," or something like that.
But yeah.
Oh man, you really brought me down with that one, pal.
I'm sorry.
I needed to know.
But yeah,
I've always wondered.
I asked about coach and everything like that, and that's what made me get on set.
This guy wanted another shop that I asked him. I was like, "You seen Harvey lately?" That was like a month ago.
Yeah, I think it was like March 10th or something like that is when he passed.
That really sucks, man. I'm really sad to hear that, man. He was a very good friend, and I feel like I stood him up because I had some other pieces that I wanted to sell him. He wanted that chain real bad, and I didn't want to part with the chain. I said, I really want to keep that chain, but I got some other things you can
still
see.
Got it?
He gave me his number. Yeah. I don't wear it to the new gig because nobody dresses like you know what I mean. There's a look that you have in your line of work.
Yeah.
You want to uphold this. I know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of icy. I'm kind of fresh. I'm real dapper. It's not like that where I'm at. It's all fucking oil grease monkeys. Dudes covered in oil and covered in crude when they come in. I get crude all over me every time I lift a valve up, so I stopped wearing everything.
Yeah.
Over there, but I even took my earrings out. I didn't take my earrings out since I got them.
Yeah, man.
And I took everything off. It's like the only thing I fucking just because it's a sentimental gift. But I fucking feel bad because I feel like I stood him up, man, and now he's gone. Rest in peace, Harvey.
For sure.
Forever be missed and loved, man.
R.I.P.
For real. Like no funny business because he was a great guy. And I always enjoyed talking to him. He always had nice things to say. I used to go jogging at my old place when I was over on 6th. There's like it's not a cul-de-sac, but it's like four streets. In the center of them is just like, now I realize it is where dogs go to shit because it's just they planted a bunch of trees in the center of the street. So I would just do laps around it. It's like a quarter mile. I just do laps around it. And he would see me there and he would stop and talk to me. He'd be with his old lady.
Yeah.
And he'd stop and talk to me every once in a while. I'd see him around town constantly.
Yeah.
Like that's one guy who legitimately was more than just like a customer. He was a legitimate friend. Even if he was 80, he was a legitimate friend, man. He always had a nice thing to say. He was always cracking me up. Down to earth guy. He always seemed like he had so much class. Everybody always knew him. He had so much class, but also he has a history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could really
Mhm.
I really liked Harvey.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
man, rest in peace, Harvey. Harvey
Well,
Nice.
you got anything else, man?
We covered a lot, man,
It
and
was nice getting back.
it was cool getting
Sorry
back,
for the
man.
hyenas.
Hey, man, everybody's gonna have to bear with this, man. We
Yeah.
got lives. They know
Yep.
they're living their life. We're doing our thing. We got irons in the fire.
But we got back. We got you
get
an
back
episode
into it,
in.
man.
We'll get you
Hell
some
yeah.
more.
We'll get you some more in the coming
But-
weeks. We got a lot of UFC going on this year. A lot of exciting
Some
fights
good
already
fights. Good
planned.
fights. Good
Jack
fights.
Della Maddalena in a week.
He's about to whoop his ass.
Cannot wait for that. That's a stacked ass card too, and it's a fight night, so we're all gonna watch it for free.
So
I'm loving it.
all right.
Catch up on your sports, bone up on your shit. We're watching the Masters, baby.
Watch
The
the
Masters are on right
Masters.
now. Rory's doing great. I think he's number one right now.
No, I don't know. My phone's
Yeah, we got to get back to it.
I was like, well, let's check real quick. We'll see ESPN before we shut it off.
Who's the legend that didn't enter
Before we
the
shut it
Masters?
off.
I saw a
Tiger
headline.
Woods.
Oh, okay. I figured. It said golf legend misses the opening of the something.
Yeah, he's Roy's in first place right now, 12 under, and DeChambeau's going to crap right now. He's one over. He's in second place at 9 under.
DeChambeau took it last year, though, right?
Huh?
DeChambeau took it last year?
No, Scotty Scheffler.
Scheffler.
No, yeah, I don't remember who took it.
I'm pretty positive it was Scheffler. Because didn't he get arrested at one
He
point
got arrested
by some hotshot cop? They had to apologize, probably lost his job.
He tried to go through
the greens, right?
Well, no, he tried to go around like when there was a wreck and something like that. He tried to go through it and everything like that to get to the deal.
Try to drive through a crime scene.
Yeah, watch the Masters.
Watch the Masters, watch the UFC, watch the Pod MC, and until next time,
Peace.
Peace.